John Stott used to talk about the go-go principle.
I don't know this. Tell me.
It's very simple. It stands for go on, going on. And I think, and you think, oh, well, that's sort of public school Christianity, private school Christianity in American terms, sort of stiff upper lip, winning the Battle of Waterloo on the playing fields of Eton stuff, But it's not. It seems to me that some of that we sometimes have to develop the muscles for is just saying, well, it's another morning, so I'm going to go through today and just see what happens. Some days you get to the end of the day and you just can't imagine how you got through it. And some days you think, well, wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then there are the moments of sort of relief and faith and the presence of God. I suppose if I'm being really honest, particularly since recent years, an experience of depression, I am now, C.S. Lewis read a book, Surprised by Joy. Yeah. I think there have been times when, might even be one, where I might write a book called Suspicious of Joy.
Totally, yeah, that's right.
You just sort of think, I'm feeling well and happy. Okay, what did I eat this morning? Did I take more drugs than I should have done? What's wrong? Rowan Williams, my fabulous, fabulous predecessor, who is one of the world's great philosophers and theologians. He, when I was a new bishop 10 years ago, and I was newly Bishop of Durham, and there was a big kerfuffle going on, and to do with various bits of property in Durham and who owned them and who was selling them and who was buying them all. It's too complicated to explain. But anyway, it sort of got sorted out. So Rowan organised a dinner for everyone to sort of all be together, and really formal dinner in this place, in Lambeth Palace. And I was a very new bishop. So I came down from Durham in the train, and I came along here, and I was really frightened. I was going to meet the Archbishop of Canterbury. Terrifying. And in the course of the journey and coming here, the whole solution to the problem fell apart. So I had to come and say to Rowan, we're having a dinner to celebrate solving this problem. It's not solved. And typically so, what's wrong? And I was thinking of a way to try and explain it. And I said about one of the people involved, Rowan, I said, Archbishop, have you ever read Winnie the Pooh? And he said, I have 2 children. Of course I've read Winnie the Pooh. Rather grumpily, I thought. So I said, well, so-and-so is Tigger. And he's just bounced off. He said, there is almost no human situation that cannot be explained with the hermeneutics of Winnie the Pooh.
That's right.
And I'm ill. So I am genuinely ill. So, if you know your Winnie the Pooh,
I do.
One of the stories where he's given a balloon and he's happiest when it's burst because nothing more can happen. So I don't know if that makes, suspicious of joy.
But then, says Pooh, it's so much better with 2.
Oh my goodness, you've got a good memory. I'd forgotten that bit, but then I'm ill. So I think, has the carrying come back? Has the sense?
Weirdly, the theology of Winnie the Pooh is exactly the carrying kind of went on is, at least with me, there's a certain narcissism and fear, right? Where
Oh gosh, yes.
that little asterisk that says it will always be this bad. I was on a loop where every week the same terrible thing would happen. Every Wednesday it was chemo all day, and then for the rest of the week it was
Feeling like death on wheels.
yes, chemo pills, and then I had 2 days off, and I had a 18-month-old son, and so I spent the whole time toggling very abruptly between I will be an indestructible mom and there is an encroachment of death, and I'm
Absolutely. This is a clean one.
it won't matter to me. And the worry and pain for me is always, will it always be this way? And then what could possibly make any of this all right if I can't bear up the weight of my life, if I can't be the one that bears up the weight of my life?
And what was the answer?
It was, I met a lovely person. She said, she called it the fellowship of the afflicted. That the knowledge of the precarity of the world can be a terrible gift.